Hi, this is Elaine Kibler, National Correspondent for Business Resource TV. We're here today at TGI Fridays in Largo, Maryland with Indris Whitaker, Marketing Director for Jackmont Hospitality, and John Faison, Regional Director Northeast for Jackmont Hospitality. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here today. What compelled former Mayor Maynard Jackson of one of the largest metro cities in the country and a partner in a securities firm to get into the restaurant hospitality business?
Maynard's daughter, Brooke Jackson at the time, now Brooke Edmond, and her colleague in school at Cornell, Daniel Halpern, the two of them were brainstorming, and I know they went to Maynard and said, hey, this is something we want to do. It's two young people. We want to get in food services. We want to start with TGI Fridays. And so we need your help. We need your, your superpowers, as Maynard has always been. So they went to him and asked him for his support, and he joined on, and the three of them were partners.
Tell us about Jackmont Hospitality. Who are the owners? Where is its base of operation? And what about its financial stature?
Financial stature, Jackmont Hospitality does $100 million in managed volume right now with 21 stores. Our CEO, Daniel Halpern, again, one of the partners, he and Brooke Jackson Edmond went to college together. She is our executive vice president. And then Maynard unfortunately passed in 2003, and his wife, Valerie Jackson, took on his ownership. So the three of them are the principals of our company.
John, who are your core customers? Describe who they are.
Our core customers, and we do all our business in urban markets. Okay. So that is our core customers, and also we have airport locations. We strive on our customers being, demanding. We are demanding core of dining experience. We want to make sure that our customers get the level of service that we provide and they demand.
We have stores that are not, of course, urban, but that's our niche. That's where we go into communities that are underserved, where they don't have as many options for, casual dining. And so that guest is, they're usually young people. Our demographics run from, 25 to really now, 55 is not so old today.
What is the best compliment that a Jackmont Hospitality TGI's Fridays restaurant could receive?
It's repeat visits. We're creating regular guests that comes in day after day, week after week, and they tell you that you're doing a great job. And in our communities, that's one thing that we're not shy about, is letting you know where we stand as far as your business in our communities.
Are there unique personalities to each of your businesses?
There is brand standards. There are non-negotiables that we have to operate by. We have succeeded with great operations. We know that we do that. But again, each store, each trade area, each customer base is going to be a little bit different. And so you have to, you got to customize. You got to tailor your service to that guest. And one of the things that we do when we go into these new communities and open these stores, we are there to meet the community. I'm responsible for marketing and events and community relations. So when we open a store, as we did here at Largo, we invite all the stakeholders, the politicians, the community engaged individuals, the pastors, the people that are really entrenched in the community here. We invite them out, and through that party, we can kind of gauge what the community is like. It's a great way for us to throw a party and to show people that we're here to be a part of the community. We're not here just to do business and to take money. We want it to be an exchange.
Now, you mentioned that you have 21 stores in 5 states plus Washington, D.C. What are your plans for future expansion?
Well, future expansion, we have in the next year, we're going into Medallion Mall in Baltimore area, and after that, we're looking for Harlem, New York, to expand there.
Jackmont Hospitality, TGI Fridays, has a heart for charitable giving. How do you decide on what organizations to support corporately as well as at the community level?
Community-wise,
I can tell you at the community level, each general manager usually go out to their community and find out what the needs of the community. I know when we're at Greenbelt and this location that we have different entities as far as schools. We'll contact the local schools and ask for some underprivileged families that they have, and we'll raise some money and donate that for Christmas or donate that for the Thanksgiving. And each store normally do about 3 families. The Greenbelt location will do like 5.
At a corporate level, you know, Have a Heart is kind of our internal way of supporting our staff members in case there's any tragedy or traumas that happen. So a small portion of, you know, a couple of dollars may come out of your check every pay period. So that's something that's kind of handled internally with our corporate brand, TGI Fridays, Carlson, and then Jackmont as well. We also have partnered with Maynard Jackson Youth Foundation, of course, because one of our founders started that organization and works with young people to make sure that they are exposed to, you know, things that maybe they would not be exposed to on a day-to-day basis if they were not a part of this organization, helping them with college applications and college tours and interviewing. There are some bigger things that we do with National Center for Civil and Human Rights. It's a little bit of a tongue twister. To support those efforts as well. Some things that are just kind of core elements of, again, who Jackmont is and how we operate and do business.
Bikers Night, World Bartending Championships, and the Breakfast Club are 3 of Jackmont Hospitality TGI Fridays events. What was the purpose behind their creation? How have they worked out? And what other type of events do you sponsor in your stores?
Okay, I'll start off with Bikers Night. At Greenbelt, we developed is a big biker community, and a lot of times people don't want to mix alcohol with motorcycles or things of that nature. But what we wanted to do is reach out to our biker community, which are doctors, lawyers, school teachers, just ordinary people, and have a designated day that they can come out and show off their motorcycles in front of the restaurant and come in and talk and have a great time. So it took off, and I think it's like the 7th year that it's going on in Greenbelt, but also it transferred down to Atlanta, Camp Creek location, where last week Dominique Wilkins from Atlanta Hawks, the legend, he was there at that event too, every Wednesday.
Breakfast Club, again, is part of our community awareness. You know, we want to make sure that we recognize organizations and people that do good in the community. And so we extend once a month a free breakfast for a group of 20 people to come in when the store is closed. They have a small private breakfast. The general manager just simply introduced themselves, welcome them. They never knew that TGI Fridays existed, or they didn't know what kind of service. They never came inside. So now that they're there, they have an opportunity to meet someone, general manager, management staff, and just it's their time to do whatever they want to do. We're just extending a free breakfast so that they can continue to do what they do. It's our way of kind of giving back and saying thank you.
John, is it true that you started as a dishwasher at Fridays and now you're a regional manager?
Yes, it is.
Okay, now not many people would see a dishwasher leading to a career path in a corporate position. How is it that you did, and are you different from the average person in their thinking, or what?
I don't think I'm different from the average person. I just want to strive to be better. So if I have an opportunity as being a dishwasher, I want to work hard to be that prep cook, and so on and so on. And I had dreams and aspirations of being a manager one day. Coming from humble beginnings and less fortunate, grew up on welfare, that I needed to make a change and break the cycle. So I wanted to do that for my family. So I just stayed the course.
Now, was your experience the foundation for you guiding and mentoring over 60 people in your employment over the years to career positions with Jackmont?
Absolutely. I have a great deal of passion for people, and our organization has a great deal of passion for people and people development. So when I see that server that used to serve for me, actually a kitchen manager at this location, it gives me great joy. And same thing with the general manager here, that used to be the kitchen manager for me at another location, it gives me great pride and great joy that these guys are accomplishing their goals.
Indris, you started with Jackmont TGI Fridays as a service while you were attending college, and you've worked in other professional capacities following graduation, none of which were directly related to your field of study, biology. How are you able to move from the sciences into marketing, and what drew you back to Jackmont?
You know, when I started with the company, I had no idea that I was going to actually like hospitality. In college, you're still in a discovery process. You're still trying to figure out who you are, what you're about, and what you want to do. And by no means did I even think to explore hospitality. I realized that it's something that I really, really like. I like being able to host people and be able to provide, and there's just something about hospitality when you have a keen eye, you can sense someone needs something. I just enjoyed it. It's fun. It's work, but it's fun. And so biology, I don't know. I thought it would be interesting. I love the study of life, but wanted to move on to something that I really was passionate about.
John, I understand that you have a particular fondness for Prince George's County. Would you tell us about that, please?
Well, Prince George's County reminds me of home, and you know, with the walks of life and the young people in the community. So I want to give back, and I want to make a difference. So, you know, with us having 3 locations in Prince George's County and possibly 4 in the near future, it gives me a chance to interact with the young staff that we have and to teach them and to guide them. So that's the reason why I think Prince George's County is kind of dear to my heart.
What do you want us to know that we have not mentioned so far?
I think that, you know, again, Jackmont Hospitality, under the guise of Carlson Restaurants and TGI Fridays as a brand, we're moving forward and we're growing. We know we've had a rocky economy recently in the past few years, but we're growing and we're going to continue to grow and to continue to do better. So, you know, you'll see our stores. We've got some new stores out there. They look totally different. They don't have all the tchotchkes on the wall, but at the same time, we're growing to always continue to be better.
John?
With TGI Fridays, I've been with the whole brand for 20 years and been with Jackmont for 10 years. I could have went back to corporate Fridays. I chose to stay with Jackmont because family atmosphere. It's family. From the CEO down to the general managers, we are all family. So that atmosphere that I want you guys to take away from Jackmont is family.